Hello viewers, thanks for watching Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. We're in the Putnam Heights neighborhood today to talk to Warren Edwards about his 100-year-old house and the party he had in its honor. I don't know too many people who've had a birthday party in celebration of the 100th birthday of this lovely home. So tell us about the party for your 100-year-old house.
Well, I decided to have it because there were some family affairs, a family christening the next day. And siblings and nieces and nephews are coming from out of town, and grandnieces and nephews.
Did you have a birthday cake for your party?
No.
No birthday cake, but you had a good lunch or dinner. Lunch.
Oh yes. Served, had good food. And then of course the nieces and nephews had a marvelous time with the fish pond, you know, and in the bushes and the shrubs around it, because they're all little children, and so the shrubs are a wonderful scale for a child. You know, they get in there and peer out at the adult world, and it's their own world, yeah. So my sister said, well, they're going to be bored. They're only going to be there for about an hour, and then they're going to want to go home. They came early and stayed late. They had a wonderful time. Of course, I don't think the water lilies and my goldfish have recovered yet from their. This house was built by Charles West, who was the first Attorney General of Oklahoma.
What year?
In 1911, and then they sold it in 1928 to Hubert Ambrister, and then they owned it until 1980 when I bought it from his widow, Frances Ambrister.
What do you love about this house?
Well, I like the ceilings are 10 feet, and I go in people's houses where they have 8-foot ceilings, and I think there's something wrong with the house, but there's not. It's me. I'm spoiled, and the windows on the first floor, I'm 5'10", and I can stand on the sill and clear the window. The top of the window is still above my head, so they're 6 feet in height. So the house is like, in many ways, like a great big space frame. And in the summer, it has these 3 sets of French doors that go out of doors, which so it makes it in a beautiful spring day, like some of the springs we have here in Oklahoma, you know. It's like a huge space frame. It's wonderful from that standpoint. Most of these old houses are surprisingly versatile, and they are all eccentric in some way, and each one is different than the next in its own way, and I find that interesting. And you would never build a house like with this floor plan. That mantle has always been kind of like a sore thumb, but there it is. You know, that's the way. And when I had a couple of years ago, I had some work done here, and I found out that the mantle is Carthage stone, and it was painted white. And Carthage stone is this marble that came from Carthage, Missouri. A lot of the curbs in downtown Oklahoma City, in California and Reno, were made of great slabs of Carthage stone laid on edge, you know, about 4 inches thick, and great long pieces, 3, 4, 5 feet long. Well, that's a mantle of Carthage stone, and so I had them strip it, and rather than have it painted. But I don't know, I don't plan to do any additions to the house. I would like to put a screened-in porch addition on the house, but whether I do that or not, I don't know. People who are interested in something that is different or unique or what have you, and can overlook the problems that are associated with older properties, I would encourage them to find a house that they like, and perhaps that they can reconstitute up to a point, something that's reasonable to do. And I think the rewards are worth it.
Now, you love all your landscaping projects, and you've worked all over the city. So tell us what you're thinking about now. You just got back from a trip to New Mexico, and you looked at a project there. Will you be working on it or have some ideas for it?
Oh, I've got lots of ideas for it.
What is it? Tell us what it is.
Well, it's the Dole Reed property that Martha Reed, his daughter, left to the Oklahoma State University.
In Taos, New Mexico?
In Taos. And there's his studio and where he lived and where Martha lived. And it was Martha's of Taos. She had clothing, a line of clothing and so forth there for years. Yes. And, but he was a marvelous aquatint, particularly, artist. And so she left the property to OSU. And they're turning it into a student sort of seminars and guest speakers and so forth in the summertime. And so it has a lot of work that needs to be done on the structures, and so I'm hopeful that I can come up with some good ideas that they can incorporate
With
in
the
developing the site. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It's an interesting project, and from the houses, beautiful view
Of the mountain.
of the mountain. Uh-huh.
Warren, thanks for letting us visit in your home. It is beautiful, and we enjoyed hearing a little of the history of your 100-year-old house.